guys, so it is Game of Thrones vlog time again, and this is our new video called The Laws of God and Men. Actually, I remember that, wow. Alright, so a bunch of interesting things happen, yada yada yada. Back to the plot.
Mark Gaddis!
Yeah! We saw Minecraft popped in there.
Playing pretty much the exact same role.
Yeah, look at that.
Davos and Stannis go to the Iron Bank to get money so that they can afford to do things, and they have to get past
Mark Gaddis.
And Davos gives this very impassioned speech about Stannis is our king, and just the faith that Davos has in Stannis, just this unwavering faith, even though, like, he hates the Red Woman, and he hates the whole, like, the Red God and all of this stuff, but he's just like, Stannis is the king, Stannis, and you're just like, I want you to be my best friend.
And then the pirate's back, and he's really fun.
Salvador San.
Yeah. It's just so much fun. Hope to see more of him.
I like just how, just like, I ain't gonna do that. Like, you can't make me. Oh, gold. Okay, I'm sold.
See you later, ladies.
Got stuff to do now. I like their relationship. Like, definitely in season 2 when you first meet all of those characters, and there's the scene where Davos and Salvador San are walking down the beach. It's like, I want to screw the queen. And you're just like, And Davos is just like, I've heard this all before.
Even phased.
Just no, nothing's happened.
Things happen in King's Landing.
Everything happens in King's Landing.
King's Landing is pretty much where you want to be. It is the ginormous trial of Tyrion Lannister for the death of Joffrey Baratheon.
I love it. It's so stacked.
Oh, just because Tywin is leading it on, he's like, you can testify, and you can testify, and you can testify, and you can all testify, and Tyrion, shut up.
I just love the part Tommen is like, I'm too young for this, I'm giving all of this to my grandfather in hand, Tywin. And Tywin just like walks out and just sits majestically on the throne, and I'm just like, that sure suits you, buddy.
He's like, this is where I belong.
And Oberyn, just continuing to win the show. Like, I love his reaction to things. Like, Cersei's like saying, oh no, and this, and he said this to me, and Oberyn's just like, really?
I saw a post on 9gag, and I've since not lost it, but it was like, Oberyn asked all the important questions, and so did you fuck him? It's just like...
And so, like, clearly everyone is basically telling false truths and, like, omitting information to incriminate Tyrion more and more, and then finally, in one of the best moments in the show so far...
There's a heartbreaking moment.
Oh, okay, you can do the heartbreaking moment
There's
first.
that heartbreaking moment when they call Shay to testify against Tyrion, and Tyrion's just, like, shocked. It was out of left field. And then she goes and she takes all those moments where they had sweet moments, and then she just turns it into this big thing where he, like, forced himself on her, and she never loved him, and she called him all these things ironically, and you just watch him break. Like, just everything just...
Peter Dinklage is a phenomenal actor, like, just face.
And by rights, the next thing happens where...
Father, I must confess, I did not kill him. And then just, he takes it home. And it is just one of the most glorious things to ever happen on TV. Just this impassioned speech of just like, I'm here because I'm a dwarf. Yeah. That's the only reason I'm on trial. And no, I didn't kill the king. But I wish I had poison so I could poison every one of you because you're all ungrateful. Because I saved your lives.
Nobody will
acknowledge that. And just, so you know what? I refuse to be put on trial for a crime that I didn't commit. I demand a trial by combat. And Oberyn is just like, yes.
Tell me more.
Tell me more. And I'm just like, ah.
and it's just kudos to Peter Dinklage, because if he hasn't proved that he deserves to be on this show 1,000 times over, he just did it. And thus adds another layer of depth to Tyrion's character. And this marks the turning point where Tyrion's just like, fuck all y'all rules, and just does whatever the shit he wants.
It's both heartbreaking and kind of like a little bit in a weird way uplifting.
It's gratifying,
because he's not playing by the rules anymore. He's basically cutting all of his ties, and so like Littlefinger, Tyrion is now out for Tyrion.
And you know he can go far. He's proved that he can go far.
As long as he doesn't drink too much.
Screw the wrong person.
Other things that happened in this episode, Daenerys is realizing just how difficult it actually is to be a queen. She has a very large receiving line. Her dragons killed a sheep, and the poor sheep herder...
goat.
Oh, goat. Okay. Killed a goat. The dragons killed a goat.
No, it was a flock of goats.
The dragons killed a flock of goats. The dragons killed a flock of goats, and she pays him 3 times over the worth of all of his goats. But if they're killing goats, how much longer is it going to be until they kill people?
I swear to God, they almost got a kid.
Yeah.
Anyways, but then she realized she's been kind of forced to kind of reevaluate her version of justice, because she had all the remaining slave owners in this town crucified as justice for the crucified children, but it comes out that she kind of might have crucified some people who didn't deserve to be crucified because they had protested but they were overruled, right? And so she's realizing that, hey, justice isn't hard and fast rules. It
isn't black and white, just many, many, many shades of gray.
And so she's kind of got to come to terms with that. She's kind of realized it, but she's not figured out how to deal with that yet. And so, yeah.
Most of the episode was focused on the trial. So it's just all of the different stories that people told, and just watching Tyrion just wither away.
Oh, we forgot about Jaime.
Oh, Jaime. Poor Jaime. Oh,
Jaime, who loves his brother a lot in his weird way. He just loves his family members too much. Yeah.
Jaime goes to Tywin, his father, and is like, hey, Dad, spare Tyrion, and I'll, like, denounce the Kingsguard and go to Casterly Rock and marry a woman who's not my sister and have children and keep the family line going, because you said that family is more important than anything, and
blah blah blah
blah blah blah blah blah. You're about to like kill your last son, and I can't do things because of my oaths, and Cersei is Cersei, and
yeah.
And so Tywin's like, okay, cool, whatevs.
No, Tywin's like, perfect. I just got everything I ever wanted. Good on you. Tyrion is off to the wall the second we find him guilty for a murder he didn't commit.
What can go wrong? What can go wrong? If you have any crazy crackpot theories of what you think's going to happen next,
go for it.
Please tell them in the comments.
Bye, guys.
See ya.